Guys, I don't know what that sound was. I think it may have been the chipmunk here, and we've got a little one that comes in and visits sometimes. I've got several knives I want to show you and kind of catch you up to speed on what's happening here. Of course, we have the power hammer. If any of you guys saw earlier today, I was forging. I also caught my shirt on fire and my pant leg on fire. One of those days. But it was a good day, and we've got some cool steel, some cool patterns coming up, and a lot of custom orders coming up, so I'll be showing them. First thing I want to show you, did I already show this yet? No, I didn't. This is a Tanto that a friend of mine from several years has asked me to make him, and so we finally got around to it. It's Goncalo Alves. I think it's a Central American wood, very hard and very dense, and it's a very pretty wood. And so we're going to be doing several things out of it because I just like the wood. The sheaths right now, I'm going to give a shout out to Sharpshooter Leather. That's Reed Hiking. Reed also has Hiking Knives, is his own line of knives, and he says he don't do custom sheaths, but for some reason he does. Okay. Next, I want to show you. This one is a bit different. I'm trying to move into more sculpting the guards and really upping my game on that. This, I had a picture of it. The handle was darker, and we've dyed it using potassium permanganate, which I understand that the taxidermists use for to dye make the deer horns on mounts look natural. The blade is actually cut off pieces of blades. Like, I keep all my trimmings. If I cut a blade's too wide, I'll keep all that. Then I tack them back together with a MIG welder, put a handle on it, and I re-weld all that and fold it. So these patterns on these sometimes are really intriguing. You have no idea what they're actually going to be whenever you come out, whenever you etch them. So next one, again, that Goncalo, a straight point buoy and sort of a Moran style handle. This one is pretty cool because it's probably got about 300 layers, and as you twist it, you can see the sheen on the blade of it. It's like it kind of wiggles. I don't know how to explain it. It's really pretty cool. I'll do another one here that's out of the same type of steel. I think it's probably out of the same bar. This, I don't know what blade style this is or anything. I don't even know that. It's just something I came up with, and I was like, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure. And then we buffed it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. It feels great, and just a heck of a neat blade, and not exactly a Moran handle. It's a different shape. Cocobolo is the handle on that. And these things let me tell you now, I edge quench my blades so that the back of the blade is tougher, it's a little bit softer, and the edge is hard. So hopefully that they will stand up to more abuse. Not that I want anybody to abuse one of my knives, but if you did, I would want it to be able to withstand it. This, another one, again, some of the different pieces of steel put together. I found this on a shelf in the storeroom the other day, and I'm like, I don't know why I never finished it. So I finished it up, a little sort of a Viking sax type of blade. And so with that being in mind, I used Mappa burl, which is a European, I think it's like a European poplar, and this has been stabilized, and put the tri-lobe pommel on it. Be watching, because I'm going to be doing some more of this kind of thing. These are really cool. And again, these sheaths really fit well. You won't drop one out. This is a freaking brute right here. This is some of the canister steel that I used. Again, we used scraps of it. I'm gonna call it zombie steel because this stuff was in I said scrap. I shouldn't say scrap. It's just cutoffs. It was sort of in the cutoff graveyard, and we stuck it in a canister and poured 1095 powder, re-welded it, and now it's sort of living again. So sculpted it. It's got a elk crown, very heavy, strong knife. It's got a swedge all the way from the ricasso up to the tip. A very sharp knife, and these are all convex ground. And some point I'll make a video of how I've come up with my way of grinding, which is a little bit odd, but it works for me, and that's what matters. Again, this is also some of the canister welded, much more sculpted guard. I have a friend of mine who's been saying, you know, step up, come on, what can you really do? Start showing out a little bit. So we're trying to do that. Has a brass butt cap on it that's been filed so that it actually matches the ridges in the handle. And this is some sandbar stag. I got no idea if I'll ever find another piece like this that I can afford. That stuff's gotten so high. But anyway, cool as it can be. Again, it's got a swedge, kind of fades out here and it drops all the way down to the tip. And I know this one, listen, it got dropped at least 3 times on the tip on the concrete, and it's still got a good sharp tip on it. So I'm going to brag on my heat treat there. I think it was dialed in. Last two I'm going to show you is some that you can't say San Mai because you get sued. So this is not San Mai, okay? But this is something else. It's the edge of it, the flats, is something I've never done. I left it after I run it through the rolling mill. We cleaned it off, so it's got the rolling mill pattern on it. Again, it's laminated. It's 1095 and 15N20 with curly maple handle on it, sort of a Moran style handle on it. Just a very cool knife, and I know we tried the heck out of these things. And they're very good edge holding, so you know, I'm a big fan of 1095 anyway. And the last one is just purely straight out of the Moran playbook, one of the Moran style fighter blades, and I love these blades. To me, this Skagel, Randall Model 1 and Model 3, those are my grail knives, and I'm just very tickled with this. Again, you can see down here, you can see the lines of it, and this one you can actually see the temper line where that I went in and dropped it into the oil. And this is, again, the tang, the back of it is all soft. You know, you're not going to snap it right here because it's tough, you know. So these are some of the things we've had that we've been coming up with. I've got one more around here somewhere. Hand me that other one. I'm trying, guys. Hold on. The one with the cord wrap.
You had it over here.
Oh, I had it over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. All right. Again, Damascus. Somebody posted about, can anybody do some knife like this? And I said, you know what? I'll take the challenge and try. This is piece of elk that's been cut. It's got the fork on the end of it, and we actually took some stuff and made a patina on the guard. Very cool blade. Again, this one, it really shines good, and it's got a sheath that's sort of a rustic looking sheath, kind of in keeping with the way it is. It's got sinew and deer hide wrapped around it with a couple little beads put in. Just something different, you know. I'm trying to stretch myself and try some new ideas. So be watching, because we've got some cool stuff. Hopefully some new ideas that you're going to say, oh my gosh, that's too cool. And every now and then even I say that, and I'm the one making them. So I appreciate everybody watching this. I know it's ran long, and I apologize. I'll try not to do that next time. Be watching, and thank you all again, and I appreciate everybody. Take care.